Hello everyone. Welcome back to the THV Foundation channel. The Chinese entertainment world is being rocked by shocking news that has sparked a wave of grief, anger, and widespread boycotts. Following the death of renowned actor Yu Menglong, also known as Alan Yu, the public is now focusing heavily on his latest film, Hope. What should have been a work of national pride has now become a symbol of controversy and public disappointment with the entertainment system in China. Yu Menglong's death is not simply the loss of a talented actor. He was considered a representative of a new generation of actors who are free from scandal and have enjoyed a thriving career through charismatic roles. However, on Wednesday morning, September 10, 2025, Yu's name suddenly became the #1 trending topic on Weibo after rumors surfaced that he had fallen from a building in Beijing. The incident immediately shocked the public, especially since there was no official statement from the police. The Chaoyang District Police, where the incident occurred, refused to comment to the media, only stating that the investigation was ongoing. However, the authorities' silence has raised more questions than answers. Some of Yu's close friends even claimed they had been unable to contact him for several days before the incident, further fueling public suspicion. Actor Xing Fei, who co-starred with Yu Menglong in the drama The Moon Brightens for You, 2020, wrote an emotional message on her Weibo account, "I hope this isn't true." Her post quickly went viral, fueling panic among fans. Shortly after, local media outlets like Sanxiang Metropolis Daily and Sohu confirmed the fall in Yu's neighborhood. Unfortunately, the confirmation lacked official details about the victims or the chronology. When media outlets tried to dig deeper, most of the content was labeled sensitive and deleted. Netizens began to accuse him of an attempt to suppress information. Comments on various hashtags containing Yu's name were suddenly closed by Weibo without explanation. A wave of anger ensued. In less than 24 hours, thousands of Yu Menglong fan accounts simultaneously posted the same message: "We will not be silent." The statement became a form of digital resistance against increasingly stringent censorship and information controls. The hashtag Justice for Yu Menglong began to dominate online news feeds, although most posts were later deleted. On October 3, 2025, a global petition titled Justice for Yu Menglong appeared on the Avaz platform. Within a week, the petition had been signed by more than 420,000 people from various countries, including Indonesia, Japan, and the United States. This support signaled that the case had transcended national boundaries and become an international issue. In their statement, the petition organizers wrote that this case was not just about the death of an actor, but also about transparency and freedom of speech in the Chinese entertainment industry. They urged an independent investigation and invited organizations like Amnesty International to monitor the investigation. While public sentiment was already heated, the release of the film Hope on October 5, 2025, became a new catalyst. The film was touted as a national project with a Red Revolution theme, depicting the struggles of historical figure Li Dazhao. However, instead of receiving praise, the film was widely boycotted. Pre-sale ticket sales for the film Hope reportedly reached only 12,000 yuan, or around 26 million Indonesian rupiah, a very small figure for a major production. On the review platform Douban, the film only achieved a rating of 3.1/10 before the comment section was completely closed by moderators. The public viewed this move as a sign of panic on the part of the production company. Furthermore, a report from NetEase fueled public outrage. They discovered that several cinemas in Wuhan and Xinjiang were displaying false sold-out statuses, despite their empty theaters. Allegations of sales data manipulation spread, and netizens viewed the film as a symbol of moral corruption and covert propaganda in the Chinese entertainment industry. The name of Tian Herong, the female lead in Hope, was Many suspected Tian of knowing something about the night of the tragedy. Although there was no solid evidence, his reputation was severely damaged. The media and netizens labeled him a silent witness, and he has since closed all his social media accounts. The Chinese Ministry of Culture intervened, urging the public not to link personal events to works of art. However, This call was perceived as a form of hand-washing by an already enraged public. The boycott phenomenon spread to various digital platforms. Trailers for Hope were deleted en masse from fan accounts, while posters were removed from several online cinemas. Many Douyin and Bilibili users replaced their profile pictures with black images reading, "Truth for you." Meanwhile, some of Yu's fellow artists began speaking out cautiously. A senior actor, who declined to be named, said that Yu was too honest for such a shadowy system. The comment went viral as a subtle dig at the structure of the Chinese entertainment industry. Amid the escalating situation, Hope was even called a cursed film. Many netizens believed that the death of Yu, who had been involved in the initial promotion of the project, was a bad omen for the entire production team. Rumors arose that several crew members had begun quietly withdrawing due to public pressure. Investigations by independent journalists revealed that Yu Menglong had been under immense pressure leading up to the film's release. A few days before his death, he posted a mysterious sentence on his personal WeChat account: "Sometimes hope is heavier than burden." This has become a heartbreaking quote for his fans. The hashtag Hope is Gone then appeared on Weibo and was quickly censored. The public saw this censorship as clear evidence of a cover-up. On overseas forums like Reddit and Twitter, many users accused authorities of being complicit in covering up the truth. Even Hong Kong and Taiwanese media outlets began to highlight the case. Some columnists wrote that Yu Menglong's death could be a major turning point for freedom of expression in the East Asian entertainment industry. They called what happened not only a tragedy but also a warning to other artists about the dangers of speaking too frankly. In an interview, a Chinese film critic said that Hope is no longer a film, but a social mirror. "This film is called Hope, but what emerges is despair," he said. These words resonated across various platforms and are considered the most eloquent words describing the current public situation. Meanwhile, Yu Menglong's fans around the world held online candlelight vigils. Thousands of accounts on Weibo, Instagram, and Twitter displayed candle emojis in their bios as a sign of respect. They refused to forget and continued to call for justice, despite many receiving warnings or even being blocked. To date, Yu's family has not issued a public statement. Rumors suggest they are under pressure to remain silent. However, a close family friend said that Yu had complained of exhaustion and stress due to the overly political nature of the film. While the world awaits the truth that has yet to come, Hope continues to play in theaters with nearly empty screens. Advertisements for the film have been removed one by one, and sponsors have quietly withdrawn. Within days, the film, originally envisioned as a symbol of national pride, has become a symbol of lost hope. Now, Chinese society stands at a crossroads between grief and resistance. Yu Menglong's name is no longer just an artist's name, but a symbol of resistance against the suppression of information and the darkness behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world. Perhaps, amid all this controversy and grief, one thing has become clear. The public is no longer looking for hope on the big screen, but for the courage to demand the truth.